Hey, I'm Sizicity and welcome to my Greenbomb Vorago Duo guide. Just a quick disclaimer, as this is a harder rotation, I'm going to assume that you have a decent amount of experience with duos and how Greenbomb mechanics work. I'll more or less cover how to deal with phase 3 through 5 mechanics and the multiple scenarios you'll encounter when doing this rotation. Without prior knowledge on duos like Team Split and Scapulus, it'll just make learning this much harder. Anyway, let's get into it. As for your gear and inventory setup, you should have your typical 290 or 292 weapons and damage boosting armor. You want Maniacal Aura, Potions, Ceridemon Brews, as well as Gothic Sprues. These are extremely useful for Phase 3 and Phase 5, as you can spam them without lowering your stats, which just increases your overall DPS. You'll need runes for either Blood or Ice Blitz, Shield Dome, and Intercept. It's recommended but not necessary for the kill to bring additional runes for Spellbook Swap, Vulnerability, and Disruption Shield. Lastly, I'd highly recommend you to bring a Neho, as it saves more food in the long run. Now for basing Phase 3, you won't have yourself and the bomb tank done exactly as shown in the video. By doing this, you avoid any problems with the green bomb's mist, and can very easily run to grab off a green bomb off the bomb tank if you need to. Start off by using Sunshine, a few basics, and Wild Magic. Prepare to grab the green bomb off the bomb tank. In this case, it was on me, so I proceeded to asphyxiate. However, if it's on the green bomb tank, you're going to want to keep your HP very high, as you can easily die passing it. Once on reflect, Gothic Sprue back to full HP, as you'll be tanking the second one soon. Continue to Threshold. Here the bomb was on the bomb tank, so I used Intercept, Devotion with Magic Prayer, and then Reprisal. This will just add a lot of DPS, and then hopefully you can finish it before the third green bomb. If at any point in time you feel like you're going to receive a third green bomb, then both you and the bomb tank can build to Cade and barricade the third one if you need to. However, in most cases, you'll finish it before the third one. Now as for bomb tanking Phase 3, it should be relatively straightforward, as you won't be tanking any green bombs, so that you're like a normal DPS. Like before Sun in the exact location shown in the video, do a basic, Wild Magic, you asphyxiate, and keep DPSing until the reflect, in which you can res. Keep stalling Adren, do your detonate, spamming your Gothic Sprues to keep your HP high. If you need to, you can Devo. And yeah, it's essentially spamming thresholds. In this case, we do get a third green bomb. However, the base just tanks it. It's not that big of a deal. Now off to Phase 4. As Phase 4 is a much easier phase, I'll be really brief. If the green bomb is on the base suns, and the bomb tank Cades, or if the green bomb's on the bomb tank, then the base Cades, and the bomb tank suns. The only really tricky part about this is remembering to pray magic when bleeds happen. Phase 5 can be really difficult and RNG based, so I'll walk you through each scenario and how to properly deal with it to ensure consistent kills. As for starting on drop, both you and the bomb tank want to align yourself to the far back and start off with asphyxiating drop. From there you can determine who the green bomb is on, and if it's on yourself then you want to sun and use abilities until link. From there you can proceed to detonate. Firing thresholds during bleeds. And then you can continue as the bomb tank, using debilitate after bleeds. Now the alternative for the situation is when you don't get green bomb. From there you cade and intercept. Reflex would be a good time to cast vulnerability. And then you build to sunshine during bleeds. Then you can fire off your thresholds. Trying to do as much DPS before the green bomb. The easier scenario is when the green bomb is on the DPS, and therefore the bomb tank can cade and intercept. The much harder scenario is when the green bomb is on the bomb tank. When that happens, you want to intercept, use devotion, and then continue using thresholds until the last possible second. When reflect happens, wait 1 second, and then go melee distance until bleeds. The bomb tank should have you caded and intercepted. After that, you can continue along as the bomb tank. The bomb tank's perspective should look something like this, except I performed a commonly made mistake. Do not fire off too many thresholds, as your barricade will be really late. Anyway, from that point, you can continue along as the DPS, building until sunshine. Once you have a good understanding about how to deal with the mechanics, it's basically rinse and repeat until you're relatively close to mauling. At that point, you want to DPS as much as possible during bleeds, and then soon after have the DPS onslaught while the bomb tank cades. Once you're there, it should be easy, and you should have it. A few last tips I can give to you is when you're able to cade, switch on reflect and run melee distance. You're able to take either 1 or 2 melee hits, preventing pushback. Once your cade runs out, get out of MD. Also, cast vuln whenever you're able to. That should be it. If you have any additional questions, feel free to comment down below or PM me in game. Thanks for watching and good luck with your kills.